Chris Gardner was a man who had every reason to give up, but he didn't. In the early 1980s, he found himself homeless on the streets of San Francisco, raising his young son alone. Every night was a new challenge, finding a place to sleep, staying safe, and trying to provide. Sometimes they slept in train station bathrooms. Other times, they waited in long lines for a shelter bed. Through it all, Chris carried his son in his dreams, refusing to let either fall. But Chris's story didn't start there. He grew up in poverty, faced abuse, and bounced through foster care. Life was never easy. But he learned to survive. And more importantly, he learned to believe that something better was possible. That belief took root one day when he saw a man pull up in a bright red Ferrari. Chris asked, "What do you do?" The man replied, "I'm a stockbroker." In that moment, Chris found a vision for his future. With no college degree, no background in finance, and no safety net, Chris chased a dream. He landed an unpaid internship at a brokerage firm, knowing it was his one shot. During the day, he made hundreds of cold calls. At night, he searched for shelter and food. He hid his homelessness from coworkers and never let his struggles show. Despite all the odds, Chris didn't miss a day. He worked harder than anyone else, and that grit paid off. He was hired. That job launched his career, and years later, he built his own firm, Gardner Rich and Company. Chris Gardner went from sleeping on public restroom floors to running a multi-million-dollar business. His story became the inspiration behind The Pursuit of Happyness, starring Will Smith. But beyond the fame, his journey is a reminder that success isn't reserved for the lucky or the wealthy. It's earned by those who refuse to quit. Chris proved that no matter how far you fall, if you keep showing up, keep working, and keep believing, you can rise.